I'm so excited to share with you guys today that my new brand, Content Hacker, is finally here. It went live on Friday, June 28th. This is my new personal brand and resource site dedicated to growth-focused content marketers. And it's really the result of 8 years of a lot of hard work, learning content marketing and content creation, and growing my agency, Express Writers, completely through grassroots content marketing. It also came after writing 2 books on the topic, hosting a podcast, speaking on this topic, and of course, tons of writing. I've written over 1,000 blogs in the past 8 years. I couldn't be more thrilled to share this adventure with you. In today's video, I want to share with you the story behind Content Hacker. Growing up, when I was 7 or 8 years old, there were a couple discoveries that really stood out to me. The first one was when I was homeschooled in the early 2000s, and I took my very first reading and writing comprehension test. Taking that test to me was so much fun. It didn't even feel like a test. And when I got that back, I earned an A+ on it. That started a love for writing and working with words that has only grown with time. I'll also never forget the sound of connecting to a dial-up modem to the internet back when I was 7 years old in 1998. That was my first experience with the internet, and it just blew my mind that we could write an email to someone on the other side of the US and receive an answer from them in literally minutes. That felt like magic. I was blown away by the power of the internet. And by 12 years old, I learned how to make money online. I was making upwards of $350 a month by 13 years old. Today, finding an avenue that connects my love for writing and words with the power of the internet and making money through the internet is like a kid getting to play in a sandbox. It's a wonder still to me that I can get online, craft content in a way that reaches an audience, pulls in revenue, and through content creation, earn more in a month than my family made in an entire year back when I was growing up in the 90s. So online content for the past 8 years, it's been my realm. It's been the place I love living within, both a creativity outlet and a full-time living. I even dropped out of college and a nursing degree back in 2011 at 19 years old to plunge in and follow my dreams and make a life out of this thing I love called content creation. And I'm so glad I did. And that brings me today to Content Hacker. Back in 2011, when I plunged into learning how to create content, I had an edge. And my edge simply was that this was my full-time living. And if I didn't make money at it, I was completely broke. So I built my writing agency, Express Writers, with nothing more than $75. Everything I did was so scrappy because I had no other choice. In 2012, at 20 years old, just months after starting my agency, I used my revenue to actually escape my dad's cult. And that's a story I'm telling in a new book that I'm launching soon, so stay tuned for that. To be able to escape, I actually had to buy a car in cash, which I did using my proceeds from content writing. I escaped, and through a lot of hard work, I built the life I dreamed of. Express Writers has brought in more than $4.5 million in revenue across the last 8 years. So I've had no choice but to be a hard knocks, bottom line focused, reality checking content creator. My success has come from the hard work put in. There is no luck involved. I'm motivated by results, and I love using data, tools, and constant growth methods to achieve results through content. And it really helps that I love what I do. When I first heard the term Content Hacker, it was from Garrett Moon at CoSchedule, a friend of mine and someone I look up to. He first coined this term in 2014 on the CoSchedule blog, and he simply defines it as growth-focused content marketer. Today, I can't think of a better term than content hacking to describe my day-to-day lifestyle in content marketing. But here's the thing, my content wasn't always successful. In fact, many of my best lessons have come from the PhD in Failure University. And along the way, I see so many other content marketers making the same mistakes, falling into the same pitfalls, and their content falling flat, budgets fizzling out, content marketing going nowhere. I believe this problem is completely fixable because I've seen it happen for myself and many of our clients at ExpressWriters. And that's why it's time for Content Hacker. Elite, proven content marketing methodologies are needed now more than ever. 40,000 people are searching Google every second. 99% of millennials say ads don't influence their buying decision anymore. Content marketing can be the answer to our problems if we know what we're doing and we do it strategically. So to wrap up, Content Hacker is really three things if I were to narrow it down. First, Content Hacker is your resource for elite content marketing education, productivity habits, inspiration, and guidance in content marketing. Secondly, Content Hacker is the community I wish I had starting out. This is truly what I want it to be. I want Content Hacker to be more than just me. I want it to be a group of people like you, focused on growth, just like I was at the beginning and still today. If this is you, I want you to join us. Go visit contenthacker.com, sign up to our list, follow our new social media profiles, and be a part of the evolution that is very much needed in content marketing. And lastly, Content Hacker is also my new personal brand. This is the rock I'm going to stand on as Julia McCoy. And yes, I'm still running ExpressWriters. That is my writing agency, the first business I started. I continue to see it through. Content Hacker is my place, and eventually I hope a home for content marketers who need that tribe of elite thinkers, that resource center, and that community to feel and know that they're on the right track in content. The Content Hacker's motto. Crappy, same old, ugly content is exactly what we rail against. We will not, do not create useless content. We will not push out mediocre content because it's the thing to do. Instead, our audience comes first, and we're hell-bent on producing content that our tribe, our people, will gobble up. We're constantly researching our audience, topics and keywords, testing new ideas, updating our knowledge, and trying new content marketing tools and methods that work. Metrics mean nothing if they don't correlate to real growth. We are the future of content marketing, because in the end, we are the ones working to make the internet better. We're on a mission to create content that matters, content that builds trust and connection between audiences and brands. We are Content Hackers. Join our new community for growth-focused marketers at contenthacker.com. Thanks for watching this video. And if you haven't yet, grab your freebie that we developed just for launch day at Content Hacker. It's called the Content Hacker Starter Kit. So go to the link in the description. There will be a short link for that freebie. You can grab it right away. And I hope to see you around on YouTube. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, do that. And let me know in the comments what you think of Content Hacker. I'd love to hear from you. And I'll see you around YouTube.